dwarf and the elf welcome the arrival of the goblins. They laugh smugly as they flaunt their cruel handiwork with beaming pride. Countless gnolls desperately struggle against their bonds, squirming helplessly in the dirt. At the center of the camp, the great gnoll's frail and motionless body is lashed to a towering stake. The dwarf, reveling in his redemption, demands the gnoll stone in exchange for the lives of the last living gnolls. Without warning, the orc commander suddenly appears, leaping at the dwarf with unshackled rage. He thrashes with an irrepressible yearning for vengeance against the two wretches who butchered his beloved son in the old woods. The elf and dwarf scramble to defend themselves. Quick to take action, the goblins seize the opportunity to join the assault. Do not relent. This abhorrent duo must be held accountable for their atrocities. Nicely done. Staggering hit. shattering blow. Exceptional skill. Injuries mount. A precise... This injury deserves an answer. Excellent. Battered and in dire condition. A crippling strike. shattering blow. Painful tragedy. Bold attack. A most grievous wound. I was fond of that one. Precise assault. A devastating loss. Death cannot undo a lifetime of cruelty, but it can put the souls of their victims to rest. The dwarf and the elf are now gone, and so too is the chaos they wrought. Goblins and gnolls alike begin to care for the wounded around them. As the great gnoll is released from his bindings, he expresses his gratitude with a frail voice. The goblins tell him of what has transpired, including the recovery of the Gnoll Stone. As the great gnoll recovers in the comfort of his yurt, the company of friends convene to recount the tale of their grand adventures. They tell of how they battled the Rat King to earn his respect and the assistance he imparted upon them. They tell of their run-in with gnolls in the dark and how unscrupulous dwarves have defiled the gnollish burial chambers. They tell of the Fellowhood, whose wicked schemes exceed imagination. They tell of Darkvale, the undead, and the stones of power. Lastly, they present the Gnoll Stone and describe how a remorseful halfling gave it to them freely, as an act of contrition. The great Gnoll is robbed of words after hearing such a tale, his sight blurred by tears as he sets eyes upon the stone. He begins to enlighten them about the true nature of these stones. Wielding the stone, he channels the spirits of his ancestors and shares a vision with the goblins. Among the spirits is the soul of his departed son, who places an ethereal hand upon his father's shoulders. The magic of the stone allows the departed to commune with the living, to share stories, give guidance, or even bring peace to those who grieve. However, in a perversion of their design, these stones can be twisted and repurposed with malicious intent. To the north is the land of Etinfels, once a place of abundance and prosperity, much of which is now lost. For upon the arrival of the foreigners known to all as menfolk, the Etinfels spiraled into abrupt and violent decline, a bastion of avarice and cruelty. One by one, its free lands fell to the might of man, elf and dwarf. But there were those who resisted. Chief among them were the mighty trolls, who have long stymied the foul ambitions of menfolk. The trolls of the fells must be made aware of this new threat, for if men can indeed rouse the undead within Darkvale, then all hope is lost. True to their nature, the goblins volunteer to venture northward. They are forewarned to avoid the undue danger of the northern roads. Instead, they are to follow an old footpath through the bluffs, one the gnolls have long ceased to use, for a watchful evil is rumored to lurk within its rocky crags. And so the goblins take their leave and begin to journey anew into the unknown fringes of the Etinfels. They take with them the hopes and blessings of the lives they have touched, hoping to find the trolls and further uncover the mysteries of the Darkvale. Chapter 6. The Watcher at the Gate. Let's see what the new day brings.